Hello Aquarius, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, illustrated by Mark Evans. At the bottom here is the llewellyn.com website if you're interested. Supportive Oracle Cards, Spellcasting Oracle Cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lizbeth. Website in the back here. I noticed the She Who Is art, but there's a couple others. Feel free to freeze frame and check out whatever you would like to check out. Okay, what do we have for Aquarius? Let me get these out first before we... You're ready. What are you ready for? You're ready. I get that you're ready. I get a really good outcome. Most of these cards are really good. One of them is a little bit of a downer. But the question is why? Is somebody leaving? In the center here, I'm getting the... I'm going to just deal with the rough one right off the bat. This is the only difficult card I'm really seeing. The Three of Swords, which can be quite the moment. But it's coming in with the Ten of Cups. Something has gone wrong here. Something has gone wrong. I don't know. It's hard to get past it. When I get the Three of Swords, like... I'm getting like some really brutal analogies, though. And I think that's why I'm tripping on it. Ten of Wands and the 19, which is the Sun card. Something has changed, and I feel like either somebody got hurt or had some type of medical issue, or maybe somebody got divorced, or for some of, I feel like for one of you, maybe somebody has graduated high school, and it's not the worst thing, but it's kind of like now life is different. Life is just totally different now. I mean, these readings are valid for whenever you come to them, but I'm like, high school graduation should have happened like 6 months ago, right? I don't know. But I feel like I feel like I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But somebody graduated something and then things have dramatically changed since then. Maybe they didn't graduate high school, but they graduated some type of program and it has changed things. And now... I'm looking at where things were. There was a time when things were great with this situation, and it's still going to be great, but there might be a changeover of people. Because I do get, like, there might be a changeover of people. When I'm getting the Magician with this, I'm getting a changeover. There's another transformation card. Literally, the card says transformation. I'm about to show you in a minute or two. So, I don't know. I'm just like, there's a transformation card. Well, literally the transformation card. Is there... The Three of Cups, yeah. That's a friendship card, and I got also the literal friendship card coming in. Whatever happened, I'm saying goodbye to something is what I keep feeling. Whatever things were in the past, that's not going to be how it goes in the future. This is very interesting to me because it could go a couple different ways. One is just the bare bones. Some people are leaving, some people are arriving. Another one that I'm also getting, though, is maybe somebody had a change of life and something physically is different. Something is physically different for this person. And how you used to relate to them before versus how you're going to relate to them in the future is totally a 180. It's completely different. Maybe they have increased mobility. I'd like to look at it with the glass half full. But I feel like for a lot of you, maybe it's somebody who has decreased mobility or ability or something like that. Could be. I feel like whatever this is, I'm moving forward and I'm creating opportunities for whatever to come in next, to come in with as much vigor as I can. Am I missing something with like the friendship thing in the past? I feel like there's like you know when you're taking a test and they leave those blanks? I feel like there's a blank missing. Okay, Six of Cups reversed. The history is done. But you got the 17 card. 17 is the star card. That's your card. So I'm getting... I have to release the past. Whatever was, and it's done. So whether it's people leaving or it's a changeover of a relationship, how I used to relate to this person is totally different now. I'm relating to them differently. So it's almost like if you were raising a child, you related to them one way, but now that they're older and they're in their 20s or even older, now for some reason there's a pivot moment right now. Maybe they're having children. Maybe they're getting married. I don't know, something that there's a pivot moment where from this point onward, I'm no longer that role for them anymore. I'm a new role. There's a new connection. So could be somebody leaving, somebody coming. Could be the changeover of the same role. I mean, it's a general read. I feel like that's why I'm getting pulled in two different directions. I feel like you're quickly making peace with the past. It does seem like it's fine. You're making peace with the past really fast. And it's kind of like, you know what, the past is over. It's done. It's done. I liked it. There's things I really loved about it. I have my memories, but for right now, I want to center on creating the future. I'm ready to move forward with the future. I see a lot of good possibilities. There is I keep getting that Three of Swords, like I'm mourning something from the past, but you're not mourning it very long. You're like, all right, that is what it was, but I have my memories. Now let's create the future. Let's make a beautiful future. Whoever you're dealing with, so it could be a new person coming in, or it could be if somebody's having some type of change of life where how they lived life before is no longer applicable. They're now doing it a different way. They have to. I feel like they have to. They're kind of stumbling on that at first. So the energy coming in is stumbling. You are doing your best to create something to keep it moving forward. You're not letting it stagnate too long. That I feel like is very, very good for the situation as a whole. I feel like I don't want to sit around and wait for possibilities to show up. I'm going to create them. And you are doing what you need to do to make those opportunities show up. Literally, I said before, the transformation card, you are transmuting the situation. So again, if somebody left, I'm going to have to find something to replace that. If somebody has a physical ailment that happened and they're feeling down and they can't really do much, or they're feeling like they can't do much, you're like, well, yes, this can't happen. These certain things are off the table now. I understand that. But you still have a very strong mind, or you have this, or you have that. You're showing this person everything they still have, and you're like, everything you still have, I want to enjoy that with you. I want to be a part of that with you. So let's see what type of things we can try. Let's try some of this. Let's try some of that. Let's see what works. Let's see how we actually match now. You are actively moving forward. You are not ignoring the past. I know that. I don't know. I know you're not ignoring the past. You already know that. But what I'm getting is, as I'm moving forward with whoever I'm moving forward with, I'm centering on what's actually succeeding in the future. You seem to be very private about the past. There may be certain things with this situation that you're sad that it's no longer a part of it. Certain things you still miss. Certain things that you may keep mourning for a few years to go. I don't know how long mourning takes. I think it's different for everybody. But sometimes it can take years. Doesn't mean it has to for you. I'm just saying it could. But it seems very private. If there's certain things I miss or certain things that I'm sad that they aren't a part of the situation anymore, I see you keeping that to yourself. And whoever you're dealing with, if it's new people or if it's the same person, they just can't handle life the way they used to, you're centering on the positive. You're centering on what's working with them, and you're keeping that other energy to yourself. You have good intentions, you have good reasons, you have clear reasons for that. Is that really healthy for Aquarius? Yeah. You got the Two of Wands and you got the Wheel of Fortune. It would be better if you talked with somebody. Doesn't mean you have to talk with the person, the new people coming in, or if it's the same person, but having somebody to talk this out and vent this out with might prove to be of great benefit to you. I don't know how this is going to sound, but Aquarius is typically quite intelligent. If you decide to find somebody to talk this out with, the challenge might be finding a good match of somebody who can keep up and actually have a productive conversation with you. So especially if you're going to go the therapist way or some type of that type of mental health way, which I think is a very beautiful thing to do, a very strong thing. It takes a strong person to do that. But you might have to, I feel like I've heard this before, not every therapist matches every client. You might have to like date around a little bit, to find somebody who intellectually matches you that you can have a productive conversation with so they can literally help you move through things, literally help you sort things out. If you're beyond the person you're talking with and they can't keep up or they can't follow your train of thought, like you have to keep slowing down and explaining to them what you're talking about, that's not going to be good. So make sure if you do get that extra help at the end when this goes on, which I highly recommend, date around a bit, you know what I'm saying. Find the right one. Find somebody who can intellectually match you so they can literally help you. Because I keep seeing a couple of you kind of slowing down and explaining to somebody what you're meaning. It just feels very counterproductive to me. Kind of like it's like another thing to take care of. It's like you're supposed to be helping me, and I feel like I'm helping you. Like you don't want that. So just keep that in mind as you go forward. If it's a friend you can talk to, you might have some very loyal friends around you. But not every friend can keep up with your intellect. It's not like a slam or anything negative towards anybody. It's just how it is. We all match up differently. Like, I'm really good with tarot stuff. I'm not really good with auto mechanics. So if somebody tries to talk to me about auto mechanics, they really have to dumb it down because I'm just like, there's a wheel. They've got 4 of them, 4 wheels. Okay, like you're going to have to dumb it down if you want me to follow you beyond that. Tarot, on the other hand, I can usually follow a conversation pretty well. I'm not going to say I'm an expert. I'm just saying I've been doing this since I was a teenager, so there you go. So if you have to connect to somebody who's on your same level of intellect for this conversation. I just didn't want that to sound like it was like putting anybody down, because it's not. It's just how you relate. You probably knew that anyway. Anyway, are we done? I think we're done. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.